CPF studios at Yonge and Eglinton. This is Acacia Mason. So here we are, back for another week of fun and excitement under the E-Rep sun. Well, at least I hope it's fun and excitement, because depending on where you are, you could be buried under the snow, and frankly, I am a little tired of being buried under the snow. So what's been happening over at the CPF for the last week? Well, let me tell you, there's been no shortage of excitement. Let's start with the race for Prime Minister. I am excited to announce that Mr. J.B. Divinis was selected during a runoff vote to be the CPF rep for Prime Minister. Now, this comes as a bit of a shock as Tyler announces that he's not able to run at this time due to personal reasons. Tyler stepping aside comes as a surprise to those of us in the party, but really, the arrival of JB as the alternative leaves us feeling as though I think we're in good hands. Everything goes swimmingly, of course, until yours truly formally accepts an offer to run as Deputy Prime Minister with ShamWow. I know, it definitely comes as a bit of a shock to many people to see me buddying up with a non-CPF candidate, but I want to be perfectly clear. This was purely a personal decision. I have absolutely no qualms with JB. He and I have a great working relationship, and for me, this is just purely personal about what I think is in my best interests, and in terms of political ideals that I feel very strongly about. And I do feel very strongly about my friend Shem as well, and so I thought I'd throw my help and throw my support behind him. Now, nonetheless, the prime ministerial election looks like it's going to be very, very interesting, because we now have Trian entering the fray. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that this coming election will certainly be an exciting one, with some great candidates on the slate. Now, speaking of elections, congressionals are on the horizon, and the CPF once again plans to run a full slate of candidates, and for the first time ever, wait for it, I'll be taking a run at Congress. Yes, friends, I have informed CAF High Command that I will be stepping out of the regs for a short period in what I'm going to be calling a personal development opportunity. I do believe that in order to be a great leader in this game, one needs to have experience in many facets of this game. I've worked on my publishing skills, I've served in the Army, and spent a significant amount of time in Cabinet. And for me, it now just makes sense for me to spend some time in Congress to learn another part of this game. And all of this, of course, is meant to help me develop so I can return to the CAF in a leadership capacity with a working knowledge of every part of this game. So, God willing, I'll be a congressman on January 26th. Cross your fingers and your toes if you're flexible enough to do that. So what else is new and exciting in CPF land? Well, truth be told, aside from the prime ministerial race and congressionals, we also have our newest comic strip, courtesy of Tyler F. Durden, called Canada Ball. Now, if you've not seen this wildly funny comic, you need to check out TFD's newspaper, The Soapbox, and see for yourself. The best thing I can say is that this character is one ballsy little dude. Okay, so on to some fun stuff. I promised I would plug the eBay program. Now, if you know anything about eBay, and unless your body's been cryogenically frozen for the last decade, you probably know what I'm talking about. Well, now you can experience eBay on eRep. If you've not yet done so, check out eBay and see for yourself how you can buy and sell items the eBay way. I also promised that I would find a way to say the name Carson Scaries in every podcast because, well, just because I can. So Karsten says to me in the forum, "Sing for me," and then it hit me. I know exactly what that reminds me of. And so, just for you, Karsten, I'm going to share with you the very clip that popped into my head when I saw your request. I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate it.
Sing, my angel of music.
Is there a phantom of your
Sing for me.
Yeah, and so now every time I see you online, I'll have visions of you in a black cape and white mask. Karsten Skerries, the Phantom of the DAL. All right, so in closing, something you didn't know about Acacia. And I love this segment because it gives me a great opportunity to tell you a little bit about myself and maybe something you didn't know and keep you entertained nonetheless, at least to keep you listening to me talking, for minutes and minutes at a time. Did you know that I am not very Canadian? Yeah, it's true. I love hockey, and make no mistake, I love my Toronto Maple Leafs. God help me. They have not won a Stanley Cup in my lifetime as of yet, and I'm hoping that they do, but my first love truly is the beautiful game. Yes, I'm talking about soccer. I usually get up early on the weekend to watch the English Premier League. As a majority of my family comes from Manchester, England, my soccer team is, you guessed it, Manchester United. The Red Devils are truly, for me, one of the most exciting teams in soccer. And if you haven't yet seen a Manchester United match, you are truly missing a beautiful thing. You've got to check it out for sure. Saturday morning, look for it on Sportsnet or whatever sports station you've got available that carries English Premier League soccer. So there you have it, this week's podcast. I hope you had some fun, laughed a little, and learned something. So until next week, shine on.